What's going on, guys? It's Jed. Welcome to another Bitcoin update. So, as you can see from this daily chart, we see some pretty volatile action, especially since our last mastermind. Um, so, let's zoom into the chart. Okay. All right. So, we had this daily downtrend suppression here, right? Um, Eventually, we'd extend that to here. Okay. And then we also had this downtrend that acted as resistance and now acted as support for that portion of the move. But as you can see, eventually that had failed. And as you can see, we can actually delete this now. So in points like this, we can finally delete it. This is invalid. So I mentioned that Bitcoin, you know, ultimately, I mentioned that these type of uptrends they don't last for long, guys. Maybe in a bull market, but definitely not a bear market. Um, it's just a matter of time till these sort of uptrends break. And it's not necessarily bearish. Some people, I've seen on social media where Bitcoin drops from 28 to 26, it drops 2k, and people are calling 10k, 5k now. Like, you got to understand that the small moves make up the bigger moves. So just stick with the TA, guys. So we had this daily support here. So if we break down to even into the 4 hour, you can see it perfectly tested that level on the daily. As you can see, it bounced. There's a rejection here on the 4 hour against that daily, and it just continues down against these 4 hour levels. But let's go back to the daily and dissect what's going on in a bigger time frame, and then we can go smaller in the time frames. So ultimately, this broke on the daily. It officially hard closed through the body, so we can definitely delete that now. We have some hourly levels here. Let's not mind that. We're sticking to red levels first because that's the time frame we're working on. So I did mention, guys. Again, I'm primarily looking at Bitcoin to fall within, against this uptrend. And even if it did move here, back down here to this uptrend, again, it's not bearish, guys. If you think about it, what is it testing? It's testing an uptrend. And what do uptrends mean? That it's in a continuous ladder. So yeah, this is part of the game where you just have to be patient. Obviously that daily over there was a play on the 4 hour. There are so many plays where you could have shorted the market or played a 1%, 2% balance and leverage. But for me, ultimately waiting for a better, longer term position I think maybe against this uptrend off this daily here. So it also just so happened to interfere with this 4 hour, but because dailies are you can think of them being much stronger, we can delete that 4 hour, and let's keep this oops, wrong one. Keep the daily here instead. Okay. So we have this daily here. Again, we have 4 hour levels here. We'll go into that in a bit, but speaking daily wise, we have this daily support where given the time it has from here to here, which is about the month of October, I could see it fall on this uptrend against this support on the daily time frame in the midterm or short term, I would say. But yeah, so let's see if we just dive deeper into the 4 hour. Okay, so you guys can see the one. All right. So if we go to the daily, just a heads up, you can see you don't see any orange lines except for these. But when we go into the once you go into the hourly time frames, they magically appear. So for anyone that's charting on a smaller time frame, and you don't want to clutter your chart, what you're gonna do is you're gonna click the line that you made. Oh, what's going on here? Settings, and then you can choose visibility, and you can choose which time frame you want it to show. So I want it to show as soon as we go on the hourly. I want it to show because hourly is respective to any other hourlies, right? And I want to show on the minutes because that's going to reflect the minute as well. But once we go to the daily, weekly, month ranges, these hourlies are going to disappear, just because it's not necessary. It's just you're cluttering your chart when you don't hide these lines. So anyway, we are on the 4 hour level. This support broke. It's now acting as resistance. Very long origin level here. We have a support here that also tested. Even the leverage point. Okay, so even this point here, where again, I like the bodies of the candles. I'm surprised I had marked that on the wick, but as you can see here, it was a perfect test. And here's that daily we were talking about that's replacing a 4 hour. So overall, yeah, I mean, I don't. Let's see how these 4 hours, these 1 hour. Let's go on the 1 hour and see how those 1 hour downtrends look. Okay, you have this 1 hour, this hour. You have again they array from each other. So again, marking your downtrends on the 1 hour. These help you predict. It's sort of predicting the future, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. So like when it comes to marking your trends and TA. So as you can see, this point was marked on the 10th at, I don't know what time that is, 10 p.m. or a.m. And you can see it being, respected throughout the day. And now you have another apex coming in. So it's a constant downtrend. We'll see how it goes, considering that these are all 4 hour tested levels. We'll see how they handle once we get closer to these apexes. But again, on the bigger time frame, I wouldn't be surprised if it bounces off this daily uptrend. And keep in mind, if that breaks, then that is not looking good. So yeah, guys, I think it's just all part of the process. So with that in mind, what can we? I hope you're already thinking about alts. So what we can think about alts is that it's probably we can probably expect the same scenario for most of these alts. So for this altcoin update, we're gonna go over the 5 new altcoins, and yeah, go from there. So I'll see you on the altcoin update. Bye, guys.